Hey everyone, welcome to our Team Nailed It team meeting. Tonight we are so excited to celebrate Color Straight's birthday, right? It's been an eventful week, you guys. I still have my balloons from my VIP group when I went live. This one's dead. Other two are going strong though. So I hope you guys are having fun this week and doing all sorts of fun games and promotions and things in your parties and in your VIP groups, and having in-person parties and just really having fun this week. We've got Color Street is offering two promotions. If you haven't heard, they've got the gold glitter gold mine nails that you can get when you purchase $75 in nails, which is basically buy 6 and then you get 3 free, which including one of the gold glitter. So there's that, which is super fun. And then also they're doing a limited edition anniversary kit for those who are wanting to sign up as stylists. So do we have any new stylists on here? Because you guys, in the last 36 hours, we had 113 stylists join Team Nailed It. Like, it's just exploding. Everyone is taking advantage of this awesome kit because it comes with 5 free sets of nails, which is so exciting. So raise your hand. We have any new stylists? I want to see if there's any. Samantha. Yay. Welcome, Samantha. Anyone else that has just barely joined us? They're probably all just trying to figure out Zoom for the first time and hop on. But we're so excited to have all you new ladies on the best team ever. So, and tonight, so we do meetings like this every Wednesday night at 7 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. And the first week of the month, we do a personal development podcast where we listen to a specific podcast and discuss it. And then the other weeks we have speakers from our team share some of their knowledge and experience with us. So that's what's happening tonight is we're having Stacy Bowen, who is one of the top sales girls on Team Nailed It, as well as in the company. And she is going to be speaking to us tonight about Lucrative Live Sales. So I'm going to turn the time over to Stacy. She is a rock star when it comes to live sales. That girl knows what's up. So I'm just going to give her the mic and let you take it away, Stacy, and share some of your wisdom with us.
Okay, so this is kind of weird because I've never really used Zoom before. So bear with me as we get through all this. But anyway, hello everybody. I wanted to start off first with showing you guys a postcard. This is where I live. You guys have to understand that despite the difficulties of being here, I can still sell nails. So I know that each one of you can do it in your own areas. You guys are sitting on a gold mine. There are so many opportunities out there to get your product out there, to sell to people, talk to people. One of the biggest things I do every day is I carry my sample packs with me. This is a huge, huge thing. You go to a grocery store, you see somebody with a chipped nail, walk up to them and say, hey, where did you get your nails done? Start a conversation. That is number one. Start a conversation with somebody. And they're like, oh, well, I went to the salon and I had them done. And I said, really? Okay, well, why don't you try this and let me know what you think? Inside these sample packs are, let me take everything out here and show you guys. We've got my business card. So all of the information is in there. You've got your sample, your nail prep pad. I do the nail polish remover pad in there just because that's how I started my conversation, by noticing what type of nails that they have. And then you've also got your nail filer. So that way they've got the information. They can go home, decide whether to use it or not. I have never heard a complaint from anybody that they don't like Color Street. So 9 times out of 10, they pop on my website, I get an order, or I get a text message, hey, I need to buy, or I need to look at your catalog. What other, nails do you have? And it ends up becoming a sale. So get out there. That is the number one thing.
I love that you have them in little organza bags, because it feels almost like you're giving them a gift. I did this when we first started, but I kind of, I made them more so that you could mail them. But I love the idea of at least putting in your purse cute little organza bags, because it does look like a present instead of, you know, just like a little, like I put them in like a little, I don't know what they're called.
Well, it's better than just getting this. You know what I mean? Because you're like, okay, great. This is kind of ugly, you know, and what do we do with this? You know, and this, it's a lot of why people are successful in direct sales is it's about presentation. And I will tell you, do you know what I mean? That's part of the reason why I had originally signed up underneath Kelli, because, you know, I shopped her out. I checked out her pages. I was like, you know, girl, what are you doing? Do you know what I mean? What makes you uniquely different from somebody else? So, you know, it's all about presentation. So if you present yourself in a professional manner or whatever, you know, that's great. People tend to buy more from you that way. So that's why I went with this idea. It took me a while to figure it out. I didn't grab it, but if I'm doing mailings, which we do a lot of mailing out samples to people, I do have them on postcards with the application process on the back, and then I just tape down one of the samples to it, and then it's easy to just, you know, slip in an envelope and send it out. So now getting into live sales, Facebook is amazing. So many opportunities on Facebook. I do live sales probably about once a week, where I actually allow people to shop from my personal stock. We keep every style on hand, and that's partly because people in my area, they like to purchase right away. If they've got the money, they want to purchase it right away. They don't want to wait for it to come in the mail. They don't want to go to my website. They just want it right away. So we kind of started a new thing actually this last week, because we were kicking around ideas. My daughter Kelli and I do a lot of the stuff together, and we started doing the nail version of bingo, and we call it Nail Go. And so when we do our lives, we play a game of bingo basically. And what I have the ladies do is I have them pick numbers between 1 and 40, and you can do however many numbers you want. You know, if you want to show, you know, 50 numbers, 60 numbers, whatever, that's fine. But I just do 1 through 40. And I have the ladies pick 5 numbers, and they have to get those numbers to me before the show. And the reason why we do that is so that it gives us time to write out the numbers on index cards like this, so that we can keep track of what numbers were called during the live that we did on Facebook. So usually on average, I have about 25 to 30 people play. And the prizes vary at the end. It can be anywhere from, you know, giving them a full set of nails to, you know, a toozie, to some little, you know, makeup bag with some little fun stuff in it. I mean, it doesn't have to be anything in specific. So you can mix it up and do however you want to do. So basically how we do it is that I will go live and we will show, you know, a nail, and we give it a number so that people can just comment the number in the comment section. And so these numbers you can get off of Amazon. They're reversible. They're super cool and amazing. I use them for everything. But then, you know, I talk about you know, the nail set and what it's called, and, you know, whether it's glittery or solid or, you know, matted or whatever, and give it a number. And then after we've shown, you know, 1 or 2 of the nail sets, we go ahead and we do the Nail Go. And that's what my Nail Go numbers look like. And so that way there's a distinctual difference between what you're selling and then, you know, the game that you're playing. The other thing that I like to do during my lives is I like to play trivia. And so I like to have trivia questions. And again, I do giveaways for those. And again, it can be anything from, you know, a toozie to, you know, a piece of, you know, nail filer, whatever. It doesn't even matter. But I do trivia questions, and the trivia questions can vary from what is your favorite color? What is your favorite type of nail? What is the last country you visited. It doesn't matter. So, but you want to get that interaction going when you're doing the live sales. The more interaction you get, the better your sales go. So I try to get and engage with whoever's on there. The other cool feature is when you are doing your lives, it'll show you who pops in to watch you. I always say hi to each and every single person that comes on. It is super, super important because you've acknowledged the fact that they have taken their time out of their day to come and join you, and you're saying hi, and it actually opens it all up. And then 9 times out of 10, they'll turn around and they'll type the word hi or hey, or, what's up. So.
I like that because that is very interactive. And then it's like almost like, I know if you did that to me, I'd be like, oh, yep, here I am. Yep, okay, I'm on.
Yep. Yeah.
Like,
and it sometimes embarrasses people too. Yeah. No, and it does, and it embarrasses them sometimes. They're like, oh God, and then they hurry up and pop off because they don't want to be noticed if they were there. But then they come back on because then, it doesn't, if you've already been on once, it doesn't show up again. So, but let me see. How else? I wrote a whole bunch of notes
here.
Can
you elaborate on the bingo? Because I'm such a visual person. Yeah. I need to totally visualize. Can you do do a teeny little?
Can I do like a mini yes. Live here?
Yes, okay. I would love that.
All right, so hold on just a second. Let me get a couple of things here.
She's so pro. She can just like on the fly, boom.
I got it. We got it. Okay. Okay, how this works. Let's see here. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and we're gonna show you guys our next nail set, and it's gonna be Vegas Vixen. It's gonna be number 236. So you want to notice it's got the ombre look here. You've got pinks and silvers, glittery style set, and these sell for $13. So that's number 236. Now we're going to go ahead and draw our next nail go number. Here it is, number 36. So check your numbers, ladies. Number 36. Do you have 36 on your cards? Now during this time, while people are looking at their own individual cards, I've got I'm going to just grab these because these were from our actual last night. I've got all of these sitting on my table. And so I'll run through, well, I'll have one of my daughters run through, but she'll cross off, do you know what I mean, that number, that 36 off of these cards so that we can keep track of who actually does get the nail go. Because sometimes people will comment nail go and then they end up only having 4 out of the 5 numbers or 3 out of the 5 numbers. But for us, you have to get all 5 numbers in order to win the prize. So then I would go into,
hang on.
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
You don't have a fabulous daughter assistant like you do.
Daughter assistant?
What do you recommend for keeping track of?
What do I recommend? You can actually do it by yourself too, as you're holding up the number. And I have had to do that because my kids are in sports, during the school year and stuff. And so, what I normally do is I'll set up my station, and I use a tripod when I go live, and I put my phone up here on the top of this tripod, and so that way it's stationary. And basically what I'll do is I'll just keep holding that card, that 36 number up, and then I will go ahead and have the cards sitting right next to me on my table and just quickly cross them off. So there is a little bit of dead silence going on. And usually during that time, I kind of try to talk a little bit about Color Street and, the amazing opportunities and stuff. And then that way it's not so dead, right, and people aren't just staring at me. So yeah,
I do think it's when it's dead silent. So have you ever had music in the background or anything?
Yes, I do have music in the background, but I also put a notation in my live comments that says I don't own the rights to the music, just to cover ourselves. Yeah. But yeah, it is hard to go live because it is so quiet. Like right now, I am home alone. All the kids are out doing stuff. Do you know what I mean? And there is not a single sound in this house. And it's really eerie. I mean, it's nice that I have this visual with you right now, because normally there isn't a visual when you're live. You're just looking at your phone and you're talking to yourself. So that's a little weird. But what I've done in the past on my team pages is I have allowed girls to go live to practice, do you know what I mean, instead of going out there in the real world and doing it on Facebook. And that way they can, I can help them and show them, hey, why don't we work on this, you can try this next time, et cetera, et cetera.
Oh my
And
gosh,
so basically, yeah.
we need to start like a Facebook group called Team Nailed It Practice Lives. Like, do I need to do that? Yeah?
I think so.
Maybe we'll start or you guys can just go live whenever you want and practice.
Yeah, and it doesn't have to be anything big because, the thing of it is the only people that are going to see it are members of Team Nailed It. So,
yeah.
You know what I mean? I mean, yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I love the fact that I can look up here at the top of this even and see, like Becky, you're sitting in your car, Michelle, you're on the corner of your couch. Rhonda, I see your ceiling. Lori, hi, how's it going? So do you know what I mean? Like, and I see an area, I can probably scroll over, do you know what I mean, and see more people. So,
yeah.
This part of it, yeah, it's all you. You got to look at yourself, do you know what I mean, and go, oh, wow, okay, yep, there's a big bubble in my hair. Let me try to straighten that out, As people are actually really, truly watching you,
Yeah.
Part of how I kind of got going with lives really is, on the side note, I do sell paparazzi. So that's kind of what started a whole bunch of the lives, because I started to do lives with paparazzi back in August of last year. And so I've been doing it for a while. And when I started with Color Street in February, I just kind of implemented it into Color Street as well. And so for me, it's a lot easier now. I can tell you the first time I went live, I had so much sweat in my palms, all over my body, and looking at the screen going, oh my God, there was 482 views. Oh, that means 482 people just saw me, So it is overwhelming and it is scary. But I think once you do it and get through it 2 or 3 times, it gets so much easier. And like now, it's nothing. I was more nervous about doing this training than I was about going live to my customers.
Yeah.
So
it's all, it just takes practice. And I always use my second rule, and I've said this before, I have to, because it's still scary every time. So I have to be like, hey, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, push live. Do it before you're ready. Like, start sloppy, make it happen. Or sometimes even, so when you go live, Stacy, this brings me to a question. When you go live, do you say, hey, I'm going live at this time? Do you create an event in your group, or how do you schedule that in advance?
I don't create an event. What I do is the morning that I decide that I'm going to go live. Let me back up. Sorry. When you go live, you want to kind of treat it like a TV show. That's kind of how I do it. So like when I'm a big fan of Game of Thrones, I don't know who else is, but I'm sure everybody is. And, let's just say it comes on every Sunday night at 8 o'clock. Well, I want to make sure that I'm going to go on live every Sunday night at 8 o'clock. So get a schedule going, where you are committed to that time and place, kind of like, these team meetings right here every Wednesday night at 7. So the same kind of thing, what to expect for that week. And so the morning of the show, so let's say, for example, I go live Saturday nights at 8. And so Saturday morning, I'll put a post on my page for my Once Upon a Nail, and I'll say, going live tonight, at 8 p.m., please submit your nail go numbers. And that way it gives the people all day long to submit their numbers to me before the show. And then that way the post is there, they've seen it. And that's pretty much how I quote unquote advertise for it. Now, when I do go live and when I hit that live button and I go live, there's an option there on the live there that you can invite people in. So I quickly just hit that invite button all the way down, and it'll send them a reminder, hey, she's live right now, come check it out, kind of thing, So yeah, but that's how I don't know. That's how I do it. So
that's brilliant. I love your analogy of making it like a TV show, because then everyone knows, oh, the Stacy show is on at 8 p.m. every Monday or whatever.
Yeah, or whatever, exactly. So
the
other thing when you go live is, again, it's all about presentation, So for example, like the backing that I have right here, you guys can kind of see it. It's a piece of fabric. Guess what? it can change, and it changes all the time. So sometimes, you know, we use something cute like this. Sometimes we use, you know, fireworks. I mean, you can customize your backdrops however you want. Because for me, as a customer, I don't really want to shop from somebody when I'm looking at something like that. You know, that just, it's dead space, it's ugly, it's not a professional, do you know what I mean, kind of thing. To me, this looks so much better as a background. So again, it's all about that presentation. So you want to make sure that, and you can get fabric from Walmart, do you know what I mean? And all you really need is a yard. It doesn't have to be anything, spectacular.
Hang on, I'm 1 second. I gotta. There we go. I was just muting everyone. There.
Yeah, I got you. Okay, this sounds good. So, you know, again, it's all about presentation. I mean, I love the fact that every time you go live, Kelly, great example, she goes live in the same place almost every single time. And you know, because she's got the triangles right behind her. It's very clean. It's very professional looking. You know, I want to watch that.
Yeah, I strategically put those shelves back there because I knew I'd like I set up my office because I knew a lot of my live videos would show that. So keep that in mind. So where do you get those backdrops again?
They're just fabric. You can get them anywhere. Walmart.
Then you just fabric them on your wall. Is that just a wall that you sit really close to?
I'm actually in my dining room, to be honest. I actually do my lives from my dining room. And the reason being is because we have a huge table. So it's easy to spread out, set up, take down, you know what I mean? Whatever. Yeah. So all I did was I just took thumbtacks and tacked it up to the wall.
Nice. Super I love simple. That. Yeah. I like to do mine in a room where I can lock the door. So yeah, I don't have a big enough house for that. So we do it in the dining room. I love that. We just make it. Okay, so, we had a quick question from Beatrice. She said, do you offer special prices and how much do you charge for shipping?
Okay, sometimes I do offer special pricing. It depends on what's going on. So like, for example, when we go live on Saturday this week, every nail set, ironically enough, we are going to sell, I can't decide yet. It's either going to be $9 or $10. I can't figure it out, and it's only because it's the birthday week. Do you know what I mean? I'm kind of leaning more towards the $9 just to, do you know what I mean, sell some more just because it's birthday week. Right. But sometimes I do the 10, you know, and I do honor the buy 3 get 1 free kind of thing if I'm not offering the $10 you know set. So just kind of, it depends on what's going on in the world around us. Do you know what I mean? And kind of what's happening. You know, is it a payday weekend? Is it, do you know what I mean? Is everybody going to be out of town? I mean, I don't know. There's a whole list of things that, you know, kind of factor into that. Yeah. So, yeah.
I just want to clarify that when you do go live on your personal wall, you cannot do your own personal sales. So when Stacy goes live on her personal wall, she just offers the prices that Color Street normally offers, right? But you can do that in your VIP group. If you go live in a closed group, you can offer those you know, special sales that you come up with.
And for Color Street, I actually only really go live in my VIP group. I really do not do it on my personal page. Oftentimes I keep my personal page mainly for paparazzi. And that's just because I've been doing it a lot longer, and that's where my clientele is, and that's, you know what I mean, where to go. Yeah. So shipping, I do the flat $3. I don't care how much you buy. It's $3. So, you know, that's that. There are occasional times where I will offer free shipping, just to, you know, spruce it up a little bit. It varies, but typically it's just $3. So.
Awesome. So what, do you ever do like themes for your lives? Yeah. Okay. So you've done bingo. You say you do like trivia questions. What other live ideas have you done?
Depending on what holiday it is, I will, do you know what I mean, dress up for it actually. And I'm going to grab something super quick here because I want to show you guys something real quick. I meant to grab it when I was setting up, but you can get these little things like this from Claire's. Dress yourself up, you know. I've gone live where I wore a mud mask one time, and you know, we we talked about pampering ourselves. And 4th of July, I've got some red, white, and blue headpieces I'm going to wear. And, we're going to pretty much just focus on the theme of red, white, and blue nails. Do you know what I mean? So you can customize that type of show. I am dying to see what they're going to come out for Halloween and Christmas because I missed last year. So I'm sure that I will be doing themed Halloween and themed Christmases. So you can definitely customize your shows. I do, depending on, again, what is happening, what time of the year it is, and stuff. So, yep, for sure.
I love that. And I really think the key to success with this business is to have fun with it. Like if you're having fun with it, that energy is going to exude out to your customers and they're going to have fun with it. So come up with things that get you excited and things that you can have fun with, like if you like to dress up or if you like to do, fun games like that. I think that's those are so fun for your customers too.
Mm-hmm. It is. It's a lot of fun. The other thing I do too, aside from doing live sales on Facebook, is I do a lot of in-person sales, but I carry this with me everywhere I go. This is like the holy grail for me. It is one of the most successful things I have ever done in my life. Basically, it's got every nail set in here, but it's all organized. And people can buy directly from this. And I have been stopped at so many different places because I carry this with me in a bag. And because things are so readily available and you can take payments on these little gadgets, it's great. Yeah. You can literally take your business on the go, wherever you go. So, I've labeled them all on this side. We have, it's basically, this is a currency folder page. So you can actually put dollar bills in here. That's what it's designed to do. But, each set just slides right in and it fits. And then I've got it all organized by, type. And then that way it's easy. And it's nice because if I sell out, great example here, I sold out of these two on this page. So then I can just restock it when I get home at the end of the day.
Love it. I have those folders as well. I'll show you. See? Solids. I divide them by like solids and yeah. Mm-hmm. And I'm running low on stock, but they're in here. So yeah, these are so nice. I love them.
Yep. So because you guys all live in the real world, there are so many places you guys can go and get your stuff out there. Who goes to doctor's offices, pediatrician offices, dentists, chiropractors? Throw a couple of these catalogs on the table with your info on it. There ain't nothing wrong with that. Somebody's going to pick it up. You've already planted a seed with that person. They may not order right away, but they know at least Color Street's out there and they have your information. Simple. So simple. Soccer games on Saturdays, baseball games, I don't care, whatever. I'm sure most of you have children. So you guys are going to be at those games. Take these samples with you. There's moms there too. They deserve to be pampered. Say, hey, I saw Color Street. There's nail samples. Here you go. Boom. You planted a seed. Super simple. For me, I only get out of this town a couple times a year, actually. So when I fly, and I don't know how many people fly out there, but when I fly, I give these to the flight attendants. I also give them to my waitresses that wait on my table. This is their tip. Oh, I'd rather give them this.
That.
Yeah.
So what do you say? Give us like a really good one-liner of what you say to when you hand out samples just randomly to people.
Hey, I noticed your nails are painted. Have you ever heard of Color Street? Give this a shot.
There you go. Boom. That easy.
Simple.
Super simple. Cheryl wants to know, what do you use to accept personal payments?
I use an app called Square. So it's super simple, easy. I use PayPal. I use Facebook Pay. I use Apple Pay. And then, of course, good old cash.
Awesome. Yeah, and there's like Venmo, and there is an app called the Cash app.
Yes, there is the Cash App. I was looking into that one. I haven't thoroughly signed up with that one yet, but I figured, I've already got 4. I mean, really, if you're not with technology,
Yeah.
I don't know. Go back to cash, maybe. I'm not sure. So, the other thing is, if you stay at hotels, leave these as a tip to the housekeepers, the housekeeping, that come into your room and clean your rooms. I usually, public bathrooms are a great place. There's a lot of women that go in public bathrooms, guys. Most women's bathrooms have a nice little shelf underneath the mirror. These are great to leave there. Super perfect. I actually did a test, ironically enough, last week. I took, a bunch of these with me. I had gone to my sister's wedding in Kentucky, and we were flying back. We were in Minneapolis, and I went into the bathroom, and I thought, wait a minute, do you know what I mean? I forgot my catalog. So I ran back to the gate, grabbed my catalogs, went back to the bathroom, left them on the counter. And I sat across from the bathroom for a few minutes just to see. 4 ladies walked out with these in their hand. I don't know if anything's going to come of it, but the seed.
Awesome. Yeah. And do you have your info? Do you have like a little sticker on the back of those?
All I have on here is my website right there. That's it. Right. I printed them off on labels. I didn't put my phone number on there. Do you know what I mean? Because I'm in another state. I don't know how I feel about all, you know what I mean? Right. That.
Yeah.
But my website's there. Go check it out.
I love that.
Simple.
So simple. Yeah.
So simple. And you guys are sitting on a gold mine down there. It kills me because I'm sitting here going, God, if I had access to all this. Find out too, dance groups in your area, fashion show groups, any type of, that, what is that, Princess and Tiaras or Little Toddler and Tiara show or whatever the heck that show is, get a hold of those kind of people. You want to plant the seeds with those kind of people. They're all about makeup and nails and jewelry and, whatever. Community events, check them out. Also vendor events, of course. Next time you're at the mall, when you're in a store, give a sample to the person that's checking you out, ringing you up and you're paying for your items. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm trying to see what else I had written down here of where you can kind of just plant the seed. A lot of it is just planting the seed, getting it out there. These totally worth it. Every penny. Every penny.
I agree.
So, the other thing too is send a personal message to all your Facebook friends, asking them if they want a sample. Say, hey, I'm selling Color Street. I'd like to send you a sample. Have you ever heard of it? And they'll probably respond. Worst thing that's going to happen is they're going to say no. Okay, well, thanks. Later, you're missing out, but okay, that's fine. That's your loss.
Yeah, and then you can give a link to your sample form so that they just add your address there, and then you can check your your sample form and get her done.
Yep. The other thing I do is at the beginning of the school year, and I'm going to do it this year. I didn't do it last year because I wasn't with Color Street yet, but I'm going to actually give one of these to every female teacher at the schools up here. So, if you have kids in school, give them to your teacher as, a present, or, there's Teacher Appreciation Week that we just had in May. That would have been a perfect opportunity for you to, even give them a full set of nails. They're teaching your kids. Do you know what I mean? You've planted the seed. They'll talk to other people. Boom, you might have yourself a potential customer, or even a stylist for that matter. So
I love it. So many great ideas. Do you guys have questions for her? We only have about 4 minutes left. Anyone have any questions regarding anything Stacy has shared with us tonight?
And you guys all too can message me anytime you want. Like I will respond. It may not be right away, but honestly, you guys can message anytime you want. If you think of questions afterwards, that's totally fine. So
I do have a challenge for you guys because I love what Stacy's saying. I have a challenge for all of us. I'm going to take it too. But, we've got this is the birthday week. It's a big week. I hope you guys are doing everything you can think of to celebrate and to make it fun for your customers. So I have a challenge for you. Let's do a challenge where you hand out 5, at least 5, maybe 10. How about 10? 10 samples by the 18th, because that's the last day of the gold glitter sale and the last day of the limited edition anniversary kit. So we've got, a few days. See if you guys can hand out at least five fingers, if not 10 fingers of worth of samples to anyone and everyone you can think of. I'm talking about not mailing them. I'm talking about in person. I want to see you leaving them to friends, all that. I'm going to do it too. Oh, Michaela said she just handed out 2 today. So be thinking of places that I'm going to stock up my purse with 10, and I got to get rid of those bad boys. So that's my challenge for you guys today. Stephanie has a question. She says, suggestions on how much product to bring to vendor events versus taking orders.
Because we don't have really vendor events up here, I really can't answer that, just because we have one annual vendor event and it happens at Christmas here.
What about how much do you personally keep in stock, Stacy? Because it seems like you like to have at least one of everything is what you mentioned, right?
Yeah. I typically like to have 2 of everything in stock, because then that way, if I've sold out of one, I have a backup. And as soon as that backup hits my binder, then I go online and I order, because that way I've always got at least 2 on hand. And
do you pull from that stock when you do your live sales?
Yes, I actually do. Ironically, we found an easier way when we're going live is when we do this, I have this open on my table. And then when I'm done with the live or with showing that item, I just stick this number right here so that I can go back and pull this number, you know what I mean, set of nails at the end of the show for that customer.
Oh, that's smart.
Yeah, it took me a while to figure that one out, but yeah.
Right? Fail it till you nail it. That's our team motto. Exactly. Okay, questions. Lynn said, when you're using Square for payments, is there a charge deducted by Square? What payment app doesn't charge to use it?
The only payment app that I know that does not charge would be Facebook Pay. You get every dollar for dollar, everything else charges. And it varies in charges. So. Okay,
and then Marcia mentioned that at vendor events that she's been to, she tries to have on hand the dollar amount equal to 10 to 15% of the expected attendance of the event. And I have heard that from other places as well. So I think that's a great tip. What do you call those numbers that you buy from Amazon, Stacy, real quick before we have to wrap it up?
Oh, I think they're called reversible numbers or live numbers or something. I can post them on which chat thing on Facebook?
When I just send it to me and I'll post it under the YouTube video.
Okay. All right. Perfect.
All right, cool. Well, we are out of time, but this has been super awesome. I loved all these ideas, and I hope you guys take the challenge that I am giving you to hand out at least 5 to 10 samples in the next few days. Because let's celebrate Color Street's birthday by sharing the fun with everyone. All right.